Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday eve no, Tuesday evening Facebook Live. So sorry, I literally forgot my ear pods. They weren't connecting to my computer. I literally am just like scrambling at the last second to go live. So I apologize, I am a minute late. Let's start this again. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So there we go. We finally got it out. So today was a pajama day for me. I got out of my nighttime pajamas and I got into my daytime pajamas. I wasn't planning on going anywhere, but I ended up having to run up to Michael's and I did go in my pajamas. I got a couple strange looks, but I'm actually really thinking that they were just jealous that they couldn't be at home in their pajamas all day, and it was spectacular. I got a lot done in the craft room. I got the bingo make and takes designed. I haven't prepped them yet, but they are designed and they are absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait for you guys to make them. And then I started working on the bingo bags. I couldn't help myself. I did send a text message to a couple of my friends showing them what they are, and I think they were pretty excited too. I love them. So excited. And I'm making extra. So cross your fingers that everybody will love them as well. So welcome, Jessica. Hello. Thanks for joining. If you're just logging on, say hi so I know you're here. So today's project is simply easy, simply stunning, simply easy, so stinking cute, and totally duplicatable. And that's what I love to do for you guys. Is stuff just to get you out in your craft room. Even if you have 15, 20 minutes and you need a card, you can whip this out in no time flat. So good evening, Valerie. Yes, I know I can't wait for bingo too. Okay, let's point you over and I'm going to go over all of the products. So when I show you the card on how simple and beautiful it is, I always say it's simple yet satisfying. Well, it always makes me think of the Lion King when Simba is eating the bugs and he says slimy yet satisfying. I don't know why I always think of that, but I do. So that is just a little funny. Sorry, I'm making sure we're live on Facebook, and we are. So this is the designer series paper we're using. I know I've used it a couple weeks ago, but it's so gorgeous. And literally, like, I don't want to do much to this designer series paper because it's so colorful and happy and just simply beautiful. Simple yet satisfying. So that's the designer series paper. This is an online exclusive designer series paper, and it comes with the dies, which we're actually not using, but I am using the Garden Meadow designer series paper, or the designer series paper and the stamp set. I can't imagine having a better friend. So that's the stamp I am using. Hello, Stephanie, welcome. And the dies, oldie but still a goodie, is the scalloped contour, and I'm using this great big one. So let me bring in the card we're going to be making. So this was my first one that I came up with. I just wanted to let the designer series paper do all the work for this card. So I will walk you through each step because it looks like it is difficult, but I promise you it isn't. And I just backed it with the same color ink that I used. And this is actually lemon lime twist ribbon. It's not the granny apple grain, but I think it works perfect. Thank you, Pam. Welcome. Oh, it's raining. It was raining a couple days ago here. It's not now. And this is another one that I made with it. And this one I backed it with the blueberry bushel. So easy to put together. And this one I didn't do the basic white. I did blue bubble gum. I think that's the name of it. That's what I used on that one. Okay, let's start with the sweet sorbet. Now, on the back of the designer series paper, it gives you all of the colors that are in the cardstock. Sweet sorbet is not one of them that is listed, but I really felt that the designer series paper had a little bit of sweet sorbet that you could kind of work with it because I had the sweet sorbet ribbon. So that's why I kind of came up with this one. So basic white, 5.5 by 8.5, score at 4.25. Thank you, Jessica. Give it a good crease. I'm going to set that aside. And I have two pieces, and these both measure 4 by 5.25. And then I have my designer series paper that is a 4 by 4 inch square. So we're going to set this one aside. We're not going to use that just yet. We're going to play with these two pieces. So I'm going to take my adhesive. You can use whatever adhesive you like. I prefer the green glue, but I'm trying to stay away from the edges with the glue. Even if you're using the snail glue, try to stay away from the edges, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm tucking this all the way down at the bottom, and I'm leaving this gap up at the top. So there's that. Now I'm going to bring in my plates, my embossing plates, and I'm going to set this on here. Grab my scallop contour die, and I'm just going to line this up. It is a tight squeeze, but it will definitely fit. Scooch it over just a hair. There we go. Put the top on. Let me bring in my machine. I'm just going to hold the top of it so it doesn't, and I'm using my left hand, and I'm not left-handed, so I should have switched it around. And I'm going to run it one more time. There we go. And don't worry if you're logging in a little bit late, but we'll be making 2 of these from start to finish, so don't stress. This is going to pop right off, and then you're going to push this out. The only annoying part is you have to pop all these guys out before you can do another one. They come out really fairly easy. I know I did a class on this, and Steven, my brother-in-law, when he was alive, he would run my machine for me all the time. So he had these little pieces all over the place, and I think he hated me for making him run these for me. Okay, got it all out. Lots of shrapnel, so let's push all this out of the way. I would say we'd push it on the floor. It'll probably end up on the floor, but I'll try not to. Okay, so this is what we're left with. You might have to pop some of these guys out of the inside as well. But you can see I'm just using my fingernail. It comes out pretty easy. Almost done. There we go. Well, I think there's one that got stuck right in there. Oh, well, you're not even going to be able to see it. So there is that. Then I'm going to grab my sweet sorbet ribbon. Grab a mini glue dot. Peel it off. And I'm going to slide it through this little hole. Stuck to my finger, which is fine. And I'm going to wrap this around the back. There we go. Grab your paper snips. Snip off this end. Feed this through. Put a mini glue dot. Well, did it come off? Yeah, it's there. There we go. And now I'm going to bring in, I'm going to make sure it's cleaned off. I think I did it before, but just in case, my sweet sorbet ink pad. I couldn't imagine having a better friend. And I'm going to come in, and I'm going to need to stand on my tippy toes so I can see over my camera. There we go. Last but not least, we are going to tie a bow. I love this ribbon to tie bows with. It's so easy and it's so pretty. I love the way they curl on the edges, just how they sit. So pretty. Paper snips are right in front of me. There we go. You can grab another mini glue dots. And we're going to put this right in the center. And now I am going to flip this over, grab some dimensionals, and I am going, because there's no dimension on this card, I'm going to pop this piece up. Oop, there's one we missed. Good evening, Darlene. Hello, Mary. So I'm putting lots on this one because it's a big image. So I put 6, 9. I can't count. It's late and it's almost past my bedtime, but I'm actually going to go put my husband to bed after the Facebook Live, and I'm going to come back out so I can finish cutting everything for the bingo, and the gift cards are all done. The gift card class is completely finished. But I should probably let everybody know I won't be live next week. I am going to be a nanny to my grandson in Disneyland. So we're leaving Monday and we're not getting back till sometime on Thursday. And I don't want to stress out. So I think I'm just going to take all of next week off. There you go. Look how easy these cards are to put together. So there's 3. Literally, you don't need to do much with this paper. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's do one more. And then I will let everybody go to their evening. So this one, the Parakeet Party, is not labeled on the back of this designer series paper either, but I think it looks perfect with it. So let's start. Yes, Darlene, I already told the kids that I have to bring you back a gingerbread cookie, and I'm going to have a couple while I'm there myself. They are my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up, set it down, just give it a hold for a second until it attaches. Bring in your plates and your die. Make sure you have a little wiggle room on this, so we're just making sure it's covering all the edges. There's this. Is there really a limit on the cookies? That is so funny. Well, there's going to be 4 of us, so hopefully Lucas counts, and Lucas can get 5. I'm going to run this through one more time just to be safe. It's hard to work this thing if you're not using your dominant hand. So let's get all of this out of the way. I will pick all these pieces out later, out of the die, but we'll at least get them out of the card. See, that comes off super easy. So we just need to pop out. You can take your pick tool or your fingernail. If you have long fingernails, it's probably easier just to push them out with your fingernail. And you could save these and use them for a shaker card if you want to. Or you can try to start saving them, and then you'll get so many of them and they'll end up all over the floor. And then you'll just be over it. So there's that. So let's see if it's easier to put this through first. Trim it and then add the dimensionals. I don't know which way is easier. Neither of them are really hard. Let's flip it over. See if I can do this. Maybe putting the dimensional on first is easier. Just because now, oh, and it pulled through. Yeah, let's do it the first way. put the dimensional on first, because then you have to make sure it's even and lined up. At least we tried. Go. Perfect. Flip that over, add lots of dimensionals to the back. The paper is gorgeous, Sterling. Yes. If you have not played with it in person, you definitely want it. You don't have to do much to this designer series paper. We'll do 3 in the center because we don't want nothing sagging. There we go. Put those in the trash. I have enough little debris all over my table. I'm going to stand on my tippy toes to make sure it's even. Oh, I didn't stamp it. Crap on a cracker. Let's see if I can do this. Not sure if I'm going to be this cool. We'll try it though. Stamp before you put the dimensionals on it to put it down. Cross your fingers, everybody. Oh, I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, it's not tragic. Could be better, but that's okay. So do as I say, not as I do. Don't you all of us remember our parents saying that? Stamp before you glue it. Then we're going to go ahead and glue this down. Finish off with a bow, and I will bring all of them in to show you. It's still gorgeous. And remember, just look to see what ribbon you have in your stash and go from there. That's usually what I do. And I like how thin this ribbon is, so it works perfect for this card. Even the twine, this one, even this twine worked perfect. There we go. I will bring all of them in. So this one is Parakeet Party. This one is Sweet Sorbet. That one's Granny Apple Green. And this one is Blueberry Bushel. So you can see the Blueberry Bushel that's what I did that twine with. So there you go. We have 4 absolutely gorgeous cards. Hopefully you guys like them as much as I do, and they're so easy. And if you need help with anything, sorry, I had to put my shoe on to get back over here. And if you need any help with anything, please feel free to reach out. I hope everybody has an amazing Thanksgiving. I won't be live on Thursday. I'm sure everybody will be spending time with their amazing families. And then all of next week, I am going to have to miss. So I won't see you until after bingo, which is not tragic because I'll be able to show you all of the make and takes and the bag that everybody gets and the fun little surprises that I have in store. So I will see everybody a week from yesterday or 2 weeks from yesterday. I don't know. Anyway, have a great Thanksgiving and thank you so much for joining me. And I will see everybody soon. Chat with you later. Bye-bye.